Yo, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Nigga, everything is in your mother's name.
Making money on that boy's name longer than he lived.
Much larger and broader conversation, and I have to be honest with you all. And I'm gonna call Diddy. I don't know what his mother's name is, chap. But if you all noticed how Diddy's mother, she coddles him, she stands by his side like it's like the doting wife that she wanted to be. Like a lot of black women with their sons. A lot of these young black males get away with this stuff because their mamas allowed them to do it.
During the time that Diddy was still a juvenile, did his mother coerce him into participating in these freak-offs? These tales about Diddy are getting out of hand, and to tell you the truth, at this point, it is difficult to determine what is real and what is not, since they become more prevalent on a daily basis. The streets are now stating that Diddy's mother was engaged in the freak-offs, which is consistent with the growing number of horrifying stories that have been told about this man. And the fact that he turned out to be the person he is now as a result of the troubled upbringing he had. According to the word on the street, when Diddy was still a child, his mother, Janice Combs, worked as an escort, and she would occasionally force him to watch her engage in these freak-offs without him being there. To make matters even worse, his father was also the boss of a prominent gang in Harlem. This was enough to make things much worse. Back in the day, he would physically abuse individuals, and on occasion, he would even put them to death in front of Diddy. At the very least, this provides us with a little insight as to where Diddy obtained all of these nefarious obsessions and terrible proclivities from. However, this does not in any way condone any of his actions. Therefore, ever since Cassie filed her lawsuit, Diddy's entire life has pretty much been a complete and utter failure. He has lost over 18 brand deals. He was fired from his position as chairman at his own company, Wh0r3. He is now being dragged to court by the company that distributes his alcoholic beverage. And the number of said lawsuits just keeps piling up by the day. It won't be long before he wipes out his bank account to pay all these court fees. And if that wasn't bad enough, people have been looking into his family to figure out how Diddy became the man he is. Wow, people found a lot of information. It would appear that the traumatic experiences that Diddy had as a youngster are connected to his rampant addiction to drugs, these freaks, and his hatred of humans. And the passing of Diddy's father occurred when he was still a little child. In order to care for her family, his mother, Janice, was reportedly doing 3 jobs, one of which was escorting. This was done in order to save money. My grandma held 2 jobs, and my mother held 3 jobs over her lifetime. My own paper route was something I started when I was quite young. There are rumors circulating on the internet that Janice would occasionally invite some of the guys with whom she had a romantic relationship to her home. This is something that she would do frequently, and Diddy would be present whenever it occurred, as if the fact that an underage child would be exposed to it on a regular basis wasn't itself a violation of the law. A number of other sources have also claimed that his father was a gang leader in Harlem. In a contentious report that it published in 2013, Complex magazine looked into the ancestry of a number of well-known rappers, and the publication corroborated this information. The story stated that Melvin, Diddy's father, was a well-known Harlem gangsta who had links to both Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes. Melvin was linked to both of these individuals. Immediately following the tragic murder of her husband, Jam became the boss's go-to ride-or-die girl. During the time when Diddy was still a child, she accepted all responsibility for the upbringing of C. In addition, if you thought this was inappropriate, you should have waited to find out about the really strange connection that exists between Diddy and his mother. People have been thinking for quite some time that Diddy and his relationship with his mother go much beyond the typical mother-son bond at this point in time. Despite the fact that these speculations became even more widespread after a video of Diddy and Janice passionately kissing each other on the lips went viral. The thing that really drew people's attention was when they noticed that Janice had her nails painted white. In the complaint, it was stated that Diddy demanded that Cassie cover herself in oil, dress in lingerie, and apply white nail paint to contrast with the complexion of the black laborers. People also noted that ever since he began dating Young Miami, she has changed her nails from the customary long, bright-colored ones to a very minimalistic white hue. This change occurred after she began seeing him. Given that he is wearing white nails, it is obvious that he has a penchant for her. He is clearly hers for the business. Despite the fact that he manipulates others into assuming that Janice is involved, she continues to participate in these uncontrolled sessions with Diddy? According to this individual, who stated that this was a deliberate attempt to sign I-Fi to other freaks, that his mother was down SL for sale or that they had just finished a freak-off. This continues to this day. In addition to all of this, she has been exposed for supporting Diddy and concealing his secrets throughout the years. This man is a monster and a true black hole. However, she has also been exposed for shielding Diddy. Now, it is common knowledge that Diddy has single-handedly mishandled and stolen from a large number of musicians who are signed to his label. However, Mase is the individual who has been on Diddy's neck for years now and has been persistently calling him out on his actions. In fact, they got into it in the year 2020, after Mase had criticized Diddy for only paying him $20,000 for his time spent working at Bad Boy Records because of his performance. Mase also disclosed that he had made an offer to Diddy to purchase his publication rights for more than $2 million. On the other hand, Diddy declined to take the money. Another revelation made by Mase during one of his outbursts was that, according to him, the only person who has receipts for every negative thing that Diddy has ever done is his mother. This is the case unless Mase was able to match the offer of a certain European investor who was offering more, in order to ensure that he will be in a secure position even in the event that things go awry. Diddy has transferred practically all of his possessions into the name of his mother. More proof is required. Biggie is not here. Because he is so large, I am unable to provide you with any receipts. It's too late, because he is no longer alive. Craig M. is unable to provide you with receipts. What exactly are you referring to then? Is there anyone else who is black? Rob is unable to provide you with receipts because he has passed away, and everyone else may sign documents, which means that they are unable to discuss what I am referring to. The only person in the room who possesses bravery is me. The fact that you have chosen not to sign indicates that I do not require the money. It is important to remember that money is not everything. Furthermore, you should bear in mind that you have been given everything and that you are aware of who you are playing with. Since we now know, it would not come as a surprise to me if the reason he goes to such great lengths for her is due to the secrets that they both keep to themselves. As of right now, she is the only person who is preventing him from going to jail and holding him down. Furthermore, if everything that Diddy owns is, in fact, in his mother's name, as Mase stated, then it won't be long before the authorities begin looking into her as well. Currently, as is customary, a great number of individuals have a great deal to say about this matter. One such individual stated that it appears as though she may have introduced him to DR's Vivian and caused him to be who he is. Some parents in today's society are teaching their children the worst possible lessons, and as a result, their children wind up becoming extensions of themselves. According to another individual, Replacement Spouse Vibes has his assets registered in her name, and he has stated that he would never marry a woman for love in the future since his own mother has prevented him from doing so. In the event that there is an excessive amount of litigation, he could be forced to convince his mother to relax her hold on the riches that he has concealed from her. For now, I am interested in hearing your ideas, but let's see how close they are to each other. What are your opinions on the fact that Diddy and his mother were both involved in these outbursts, and do you feel that she was the underlying cause for Diddy's present nasty nature? You are aware of what to do. Please share your comments with me in the comment area below, and don't forget to click here to view the other video that I have provided.